Shaken YouTubeites, welcome in to the last Shaker show of November. We will not be here next week, but welcome in. I wish you guys had some insight to backstage. It's always interesting.
So what happened is when this show was starting, we were sitting in the back, aliens.
Yeah.
But it was released from a lab.
I don't even just yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Chris, how's it going? How's life?
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be working again. I'm just like diving in, writing research papers and going through US law, and it's so much fun. I love it so much.
That sounds great.
Yeah, but I'm having a good time, and I'm here with you guys. And Laura, after Gabe does his intro, I want to know what the story is going on behind you, because you got so many comics back there, and I want to know.
Oh, this is only part of it. Go ahead.
No.
Gabe, how's life?
I'm trying to make a joke, but it wasn't working out, so I stopped myself in the middle of it.
Happens to me a lot too. No worries.
But it's Thursday, and you know what that means. It's time for Gabe to give his intro.
Hell yeah. What's up, everybody? Hey, yo. It's my favorite show of the week. I love doing the show on Tuesday with Lando as we talk about new books of the week. But the Shaker show is what I look forward to every week. One thing I love about it is we're completely transparent on the show.
Yeah.
And
oh, I got it. Damn it. That took me a second. I'm like, yeah, we are transparent.
And they stick around for the Shakers at the end of it, because that's actually the fun part. And hey, we might actually be talking about the most expensive comic book we've ever talked about on the show. So stay tuned, figure out what that is, join in the chat. Let's see it all the way through.
Yeah. Okay. So behind me, we bought 250 slabs and then 150 short boxes. And so we've been going through it, but we brought it home today just to kind of start sorting. And life of a comic book owner, it's going to take some time, but there's some good stuff in there. I posted a couple of books.
Are you guys watching Hook tonight?
Wait, what?
Are you watching Hook tonight?
Oh, that's right. You remember that. Yes, we are. We're going to watch Hook and we're going to start sorting. Guys, it's a tradition. Whenever Anthony and I get a new collection, we pop open a couple White Claws. And, well, he has something else, but I have a White Claw, and we order pizza and we watch Hook and we start digging through. Because isn't that the best part when you get a new collection, having no idea what's in the boxes?
Oh, yeah. Because sometimes right? Because you kind of try to flip through it, a little bit just to see what's in there. And then you go, oh, wait, I didn't see this in here. That's cool. This is stuck behind this book kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got a short box I'm picking up tomorrow, and I know that there's a Transformers #1, the new Energon universe, and a few others from 2020 and 2023. That's the era of the books mostly, I can tell by just this very small bit of pictures that I got. But I'm really excited about that. And then I have this huge Golden Age collection that I'm negotiating with the guy on that has some really cool books in it too. So I'm looking forward to that if that happens.
Yeah, we have our work cut out for us. It's going to be an interesting week. But like the guys were saying, it's Thursday, so it's the Shaker Show. We are focused this week, if you are new, to the rarest and most surprising sales on the aftermarket. It's my favorite too, because every week it's so different. It's completely unpredictable. And yeah, let's dive right in. Chris, what do we have for Shaker #1?
Shaker #1, we have The Adventures of Rex, the Wonderdog, number 15 by DC Comics in 1954. Long before Crypto or Ace the Bat Hound ever sniffed the spotlight, Rex the Wonderdog led the pack as one of the comic's first headlining super animals. His debut issue delivers everything Golden Age fans love: bold adventure, wild creatures, wartime pedigree, and a dash of DC strangeness. In the lead story, The Frozen Terror, Rex survives a crash near the North Pole and battles prehistoric monsters. Backup stories features include The Case of the Fish Alibi with Detective Chimp, plus 2 more Rex tales, all brought to you by the Gil Kane early in his career. Carmen Infantino, and Cy Berry. Market-wise, this book remains incredibly scarce. The latest sale, $1,440 for a CGC 8.5, marks the first and only recorded sale at that grade, which also happens to be the highest graded slab on the census. Only 7 total graded copies exist, and all of them are in lower conditions. What's the next lowest comp, you ask your computer as I read this? A raw very fine that sold for only $140, illustrating just how significant a graded premium is. Collectors will remember when a 9.0 issue of number 1 of Rex the Wonder Dog shocked the market at $8,400, proving Rex still commands serious attention decades later, with whispers of a possible appearance in a future DC's Super Pets sequel. Interest could spike again. Scarce, historic, and now backed by a new record sale, Rex the Wonder Dog shows exactly why Golden Age animal heroes still have plenty of bite, and why this book remains a crown jewel for collectors to raise their legs at.
Raise their legs at?
You know, raise their leg. Like,
Is that a pee-pee joke?
It's a pee-pee joke.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right.
The
we're getting really-
official read is a book remains a crown jewel for collectors who know their history, but I like my urine.
Oh,
joke.
you put in the pee-pee joke. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, Chris is such a pisser. This is really neat though, and it's interesting because like we still see, even in modern day, having like these animals get so many appearances. You know, Jeff the Land Shark, and what's a little baby Yoda's name? I forget. Grogu.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. You can call him by that other name, but it's always gonna be Baby Yoda. I'm sorry.
It's Baby Yoda. Come on, it's Baby Yoda. Anyway, what do you think, Gabe?
Or the child. This is cool. A book I don't think I've ever seen before, and I would probably overlook if I saw it randomly in some long box somewhere. But you know, there's some history behind this. That's what I liked about that read that Chris did. You know, you got some Carmine Infantino, you got some Gil Kane. I mean, that's some really interesting stuff that these creators were doing in between that kind of 1950s, that gap between 1950 and 1960-ish, when superheroes weren't a thing anymore. When, you know, the comics code happened, superheroes kind of went away, and you kind of had more like animal books and adventure books and stuff like that instead. Hero books, war books, things like that. So, man, but $8,000 for a 9.0 is crazy considering an 8.5 was $1,400.
Well,
and a VF was $150, right?
That's number one. Number one was $8,000.
Oh, it's a number one. Okay, interesting. But either way, you said that it was $150, $140 for a VF, which isn't much less of a grade than this 8.5, right? An 8.5 is like a VF plus. So really interesting how these kind of who in the aftermarket, who these collectors are, what they're willing to spend for a grade versus a raw copy, things like that. And that's what I love about the Shakers list, everybody. It's just this whole idea of what's going on with these books, these prices, and who's buying and what's going to happen with them. This is the best.
How do these people know? Like these books we see every week, like I never even heard of like most of them, and people just out there just know their stuff. It's crazy.
We got an awesome chat. We invite in the knowledgeable people. One of us.
Dude, I always get DMs from people sending me stuff that they saw in the Shakers. They're like, "Oh yeah, I own that." I'm like, "How did you know?"
Yeah, somebody a couple weeks ago when we had that one Sonic book on here, that variant with the cards, somebody hit me up and was like, "Hey man, take a look at my profile." I was like, "All right, great. Here comes some naked chicks." But it was like a Sonic collector, and it was like all this really rare, high grade raw books and that one Sonic variant. I was like, "Oh, this is a really cool account. Follow."
Yep, we got the best chat in the game, not gonna lie. Shaker number 1, guys, The Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog, number 15, DC 1954. A top sale for a CGC 8.5 coming in at $1,440. All right, what do we got for Shaker number 2?
Number 2 is great, everybody. I love this. This is so cool. Number 2, we got Bongo Comics presents Futurama Comics number 72 from Bongo Comics. This is 2014. So Bongo Comics presents Futurama Comics debuted relatively soon after Futurama went off the air in 2013, and it lasted 81 issues, ending in 2016. As one of the final issues of the series, Bongo Comics presents Futurama Comics 72 was ordered by less than 6,000 retailers. Are we saying less than 6,000 copies or 6,000 retailers? I don't know. Let's keep going. Add in the fact that it features fan favorite Leela paying homage to James Bond. It's understandable why this book has climbed in price over the last decade. Scratching an itch for fans of Futurama and artist Matt Groening, as this book has become a fun book to hunt for. In 2025, collectors started scooping up high-grade copies of this book, setting an average of $72 for near-mint raw copies. But this week, the sale of a CGC-graded 9.8 copy set a new high at $210.
Oh
Not too
man,
bad.
I've never seen the show, so I'm feeling a little out of place here.
Oh,
Never
dude,
seen it.
Futurama is great.
You've never seen Futurama?
Not even one episode. I've never even seen a clip.
Wow.
No,
Never seen it.
wow, it's a really it's a great show.
Is it like Simpsons? It looks like Simpsons. sort of.
It's the same creator and the same, I don't want to say studios, but it's the same art style, like the Matt Groening art style for The Simpsons. But it's 2,000 years in the future, 1,000 years in the future, something like that. But there's some great stories. There's some really heart-wrenching stories, like, you know, about Fry and his dog. If you've seen the show, everybody out there, you know what I'm talking about. It's fantastic. It's a really well done show. Bender is the greatest character of all time in this show. He is so fantastic.
Chat's giving me shit already, and I knew that was, no, I really have never seen this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've never seen that.
It's something for you to consider one day. Where you're like, I don't know what to watch, and you go, I'll watch 15 seasons of Futurama. Let's go.
Yeah, maybe you do that as you're sorting the comic book collection.
I was just thinking, like, maybe I should, because like I need something in the background, but it's like,
yeah, I mean, Futurama, it's very similar to The Simpsons that, most of the episodes are serialized. And so you're not going to, if you look away or step out of the room for a minute, you're not going to miss too much. It's funny. It really is. I mean, there's some really good witty humor. I think that the writers on Futurama might have better like geek jokes than the writers on The Simpsons did. But I don't know. It's a personal taste kind of thing.
Have you seen Rick and Morty, Laura?
Yes, of course. Okay. I've seen all the Rick and Morty. So
it's similar in similar to humor. Like, it's very smart, clever humor. It's not like silly jokes. It's really clever. A lot of spacey, sciencey stuff, going to different planets, meeting different characters. It's you'll like it. You'll probably like it.
Yeah.
I'm sold. I'm gonna do it. You got them all thinking I'm an alien now, Gabe. Because backstage I was transparent.
More than you expected.
Right? Like, how did that even happen? Anything to add, Chris, before I move on?
No, I got nothing to add.
Okay. Shaker number 2, Bongo Comics, Futurama Comics number 72, Bongo 2014, a CGC 9.8 coming in at $210. And apparently, guys, this is a good show to watch. So
I want this book. $72 for raw copy isn't too bad for this. And here's another thing. I'm sorry. Before we get to number 3, the final issues of comic book runs are always like so cool. I love finding like the last 2 years of a comic book run, because those books are really expensive. Things like Ghost Rider, Dark Hawk, some of that stuff is even more more expensive than like the number 1 of certain issues too. So it's really cool to see how the last issues, because they're so rare, like the low print runs, they're pull box books. So it's really cool to see this kind of stuff on there, kind of explain again that keep an eye on those last issues. Like, they're not keys like first appearances, but they're hard to find. And when people need them to complete their set or their run, they'll pay top dollar for that stuff too. It's cool.
That's a really good point, Gabe. I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that's solid
Perfect
advice.
example. Look at the Akira line, right? Obviously, number one is worth a lot of money, but the last issue of Akira is worth hundreds of dollars, so much more than the first, and it's just because the print run was so low. So
like the last issues of like the first volume of Spider-Man get really pricey. The stuff before, like Heroes Were Born for Avengers and Thor and that kind of stuff, and nobody was reading it, and it was like it sounds like a high number, but it's really bad for that time of that era of comics. When Captain America and Avengers were selling like 20,000 copies, you know, and it was like, dude, danger, pull the alarms, fire Joe, get Rob Liefeld and Jim Lee in here. Like that stuff is a little pricey too. It's cool. Like I said, look that stuff up, see it, look for those last issues, and it's pricey. Like the last G.I. Joe was pricey. Somebody in the chat, JSS Brooklyn, the last Conan's pricey. You know, things like that. It's really cool, and people need them for their collections. You know, if you're a flipper, you know, look for those last issues and really gouge those people who need them.
That's right.
That's the message here. Gouge them, folks. All right. What do we have, Chris, for Shaker number 3?
Shaker number 3, we have Excalibur number 1. This is the Scotty Young black and white variant. It is a Marvel-made exclusive. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted nearly everything. One of the casualties of the COVID chaos was Marvel-Made. Marvel-Made was a new initiative for Marvel that focused on creating collectible bundles with exclusive merchandise and comic based on specific creators. These bundles were intended to be a limited print and sold at conventions. Due to the pandemic, Marvel-Made pivoted to online sales. The first creator that Marvel-Made focused on was Scotty Young. The Scotty Young bundle was $199 plus shipping, but it was limited to 2,500 units. Each unit came with 15 enameled Scotty Young pins, a hardback notebook with art by Scotty, a collectible box, and the exclusive Excalibur number 1 cover. This cover was colored and featured Gambit, Rogue, Captain Britain, and Apocalypse playing a tabletop RPG, which was very on point as the writer Tina Howard was directly inspired by tabletop RPGs when writing this series. The first 1,000 orders got an additional cover, which was a sketch cover. That's the black and white cover you see here. There was also exclusive Fantastic Four and X-Men covers that Marvel MasterCard holders could order. Due to the wide popularity of Young's baby covers, the limited nature of distribution method, and the limited availability, these comics are hard to find on the aftermarket. Recently, a raw near mint copy sold for $203.
Scotty fans, man, they'll go nuts for this type of stuff because it's so hard to collect all of his work. I am partial to his earlier stuff. I like more of his hashy style that he did on Guardians and Middle West. But this is cool. Not something I've ever seen. It'd be really cool for a signature or a remark.
Yeah. I think there's room in the market for both. I mean, I like Scotty's early stuff. I like his newer stuff too. I like them both. I think that both are good.
I'm a big fan of his Wizard of Oz stuff. Like that's my favorite stuff he's ever done because it's not Spider-Man and the X-Men and stuff like that. It's Wizard of Oz. It's really cool environments. And that's something that like people kind of overlook about Scotty Young is how you can construct environments and make it feel like you're in an actual living area, like a living environment with comic books. And he does a great job with that book. It's all, you know, it's Wizard of Oz. Like plants are alive and trees are alive and there's talking bushes and strange creatures and munchkins and stuff like that. So that stuff really holds a really close heart to me because I love that stuff and he was doing that. And he was kind of his star wasn't so high in the sky at that point. So it's really cool to see him really put in the hard work. But still, stuff like his baby covers he's super famous for. But this is neat. This is just one of those things where everything kind of shut down with COVID and things kind of just sneaked in and sneaked out and didn't really, things didn't really make it through. Things got canceled, unfortunately. I think that was... What was that? That Strange Academy was was a victim of that. Like that book.
Oh man, TiVo loved Strange Academy too.
Didn't really come out because of COVID. But I remember it because we were supposed to do a signing at Torpedo for Sonic or for Scotty. And and they canceled it at the last minute because everything that was going on. And we ordered like tons and tons of comics, so we were like the only people that had like all the variants for that number one. But yeah, it's fun to see things like this that kind of sneak out. You know, we sometimes you get on here like Spawn employee comics or things that kind of come out from retailer events and stuff like that. But this is cool. I like it. They're playing D&D. That's neat. Good
So a
job.
couple observations on the art, right?
What?
You have Apocalypse as the DM, which is cool. Okay, because that means that Apocalypse is basically the god of the story.
He's the storyteller.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have Rogue using an oversized dice and splashing the playmat. Of course you do. Instead of using a dice tray like a civilized TTRPG RPG player, you have her splashing the minis on the map with her giant oversized die. Of course.
Yeah, makes sense. I got to show you guys this, though. I'm just going to shameless. Isn't it a plug? This is just like, this is my favorite Scotty cover of all time. I think it's fantastic. And yes, I own 2 of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is my favorite one. There's something about this style of his. And does he do this anymore? Okay, let's think about it. There's Sense and Sensibility. He did it on that kind of. But what's the last time? Middle West. What else has he done this on recently?
So if you follow him on Instagram, and I'm sure GSS will put his Instagram link in the chat because that's how good GSS is. But you'll see that he does work using his old style, mostly on Instagram and sketches. I love the way that Scotty Young depicts Scud, the disposable robot. Disposable android. I mean, Scud is an amazing character, and I love the way that Scotty draws him.
Chat's picking on me tonight. Those are mine. I actually told Anthony when we get collections like this, listen to this crap. All those books, he's like, you can have 10. 10.
Dibs on Savage Dragon.
That's not even 1%.
I know. I'm like, I get to keep 10 books from all of this. I get to pick 10. So in our last collection, I found the Scotties and I kept 2 of them. And I'm like, those are going to be my picks because they're so hard to find.
I want to see you. I want you like to spread out all the comics like on your bed and just like.
Oh, calm down.
Just like an overhead picture, in that classic Rolling Stones cover style. They would be hilarious.
I'll do it, but then they'll all be damaged. It'll be like near mints, all of them.
No, just take the reader copies. Do it on those.
Shaker number 3, Excalibur number 1.
Yes. Put Scotty Young's Instagram in chat. Good job.
Oh yeah, very nice. He's such a good wrench. Scotty Young black and white variant, Marvel made exclusive 2009, raw near mint, $203, guys. All right, what do we have for Shaker number 4?
Let's see here. Oh, this is great. I love this. All right, so Fringe Tales from the Fringe number 2. The Larry Berry, that's got to be a made-up name. Larry Berry, The Death of Batman 1 in 10 from DC Comics in 2010. Fringe was a DC sci-fi TV series that ran from 2008 till 2013, earning itself a loyal fan base as it explored parallel worlds and fringe science. Despite an incredible cast led by Anna Torva, Joshua Jackson, and John Noble, ratings issues and constant time slot shifts nearly canceled the series several times. We're going back in time here, everybody. Get ready for this next sentence. Yet, strong DVR numbers, pressure from Bad Robot, and passionate fan support kept the show alive. The series brilliantly played with parallel worlds and the tiny deviations that created entirely new realities. Ironically, TV show-based comics were also Fringe reading in 2010. That's a coincidence. And collectors for those who were even fewer. Yet, for this 6-issue comic series and the request of the Fringe creative team, DC leaned into the show's concept by producing variant covers of famous DC moments as they would exist in the alternate universe seen on the show. So it's like DC What Ifs. That's cool. This particular issue, number 2, had a print run of 6,500 copies, according to Comic-Con. Few shops would have ordered enough to qualify for these 1-in-10 ratios, which is too bad, as the concept is genius, and in today's market, we would have had 100 of these. Instead, we only have 4 across issues 2 through 6. The issue's cover flips the Death of Superman storyline by imagining a world where Batman was the fallen hero. It presents the Dark Knight's death as a decade-defining event, perfectly fitting the show's focus on small timeline shifts. This is one of the hardest Fringe variants to find, rarely surfacing, and when they do, they sell quickly for premium prices. That scarcity is reflected in this week's new high sale of $425 for a CGC 9.8. Keep in mind that die-hard Fringe fans are not parting with their copies anytime soon. So unless you can cross into a parallel universe to find a copy, which I guess you would just find our version, you may not see another one for a while.
That was a time joke. You totally didn't get it. That was a time joke. You'll just get our version and alternate reality.
No, I didn't get it. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that felt flat. You're like, what? Yeah. I feel like I'm on repeat. Never seen this. Sorry.
Yeah. This is interesting, though, because it's DC doing a comic book for Fox, where now, whoever thought we'd have been in this alternate timeline, where Disney owns Fox. No? Okay.
So I tried watching Fringe. I did not dig it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I may give it another try.
Can you say why? Can you elaborate?
I just had a hard time with the way that the actors acted. I don't know. I just had a hard time with it. It was like it just seemed like it was too much of MacGuffin and Deus Ex, I don't know. It just didn't hit it for me, right? But I was younger and harder to entertain back then, so I might give it another try.
Sliders was better, is what Chris is trying to say.
I loved Sliders up until they switched to sci-fi, and then I hated it. So,
Michael Baker says, before we die, we have to watch Lost. I agree. That's a great show. Fringe, haven't seen it, maybe. And the X-Files. I just recently started the X-Files.
I have watched the X-Files, but I cannot take myself to rewatch it. It's just in my opinion, X-Files is not rewatchable, just because of the it's like grinding in a video game. Just so you can level up. It just takes forever for the story to move on.
Chris, I agree. I tried a while ago.
Wait, what is happening? Do you guys agree with each other? What is happening?
This is a Fringe alternate timeline right here. No, me and Chris agree.
This is crazy.
We agree and stuff. We agree he's wrong about stuff. But no, I think it was during COVID. I tried to do X-Files, and I think I got like 6 or 7 episodes in. I was like, and just kind of moved on. It's a lot of I think it just dated. Like, if you haven't seen it and you didn't experience it while it was happening on TV, like that, I could see people going, because that's all anybody talked about. Like, it was the show. Everybody loved it. Yeah. Gillian Anderson was the hottest thing ever. She's not. Excuse me.
She's pretty. She's really pretty.
I just couldn't make it. So I think if you were there at that time watching it week after week, it would have been phenomenal. I can see how people would have loved that. There's a lot of shows that are like that. Like, if you didn't see it in that place, in that time, it just doesn't work 30 years later.
I mean, honestly, I tried to watch it again during COVID, just like you, Gabe. And instead, I found myself going back and rewatching the entire series of Voyager. So,
Voyager, okay. Can I show you guys something real quick?
Yeah.
Did I mention my 9.8 was signed?
Oh, look at that! Someone's showing the
Just
good.
Just flexing. My goodness.
I don't even know if there are any more of these other than mine, but just saying.
Did that come slabbed in the collection, or is that something you guys sent and got?
No, we had to send it in to get
Okay.
slabbed. Yeah.
How many signed copies did you send in order to get the 9.8?
2. And I ended up with 2 9.8s.
Ooh.
Just saying. Anyways, all right. So this was Shaker number something. Fringe Tales from the Fringe number 2. Larry Berry, The Death of Batman variant 1 in 10. Top sale, 9.8, $425. Chris, we are halfway there. What do we have for Shaker number 5? And do you want to say anything? CovrPrice has some crazy stuff happening for Black Friday.
Yeah. You guys should definitely check out the CovrPrice website. We will touch on it briefly before we do the Shakers list, but there's stuff going on. And you wouldn't think that CovrPrice, they're not running sales, blah, 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 blah. They're not a retail outlet. We got stuff, man. We got stuff, and you guys can get stuff. All right. So check that out. Like I said, we'll talk about that after the read. And please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the show, and we appreciate it. We get paid in heart emojis. So
lots of heart emojis.
check this out, though. You guys may recognize this because this was covered, I want to say like last year or maybe 6 months ago. But we got Man Guts number 1. This is the Bruce Timm cover by Cryptic Publications in 1989. And yes, this is a $4.50 comic in 1989. We did cover this in a previous market report when it hit all-time high of $320 for a very fine raw copy. Being early, relatively unknown work from Bruce Timm, this book was bound to get a second look as more noticed, and they did. Recently, a CGC 9.8 copy, the only one on the census, hit the market and sold for an incredible $1,200. What's interesting is that the previous report, when we gave the previous report, there were no graded copies on the census, and now there are 6, ranging from 8.5 to this one, 9.8. 3 of them have made it to the market, with the 9.8 at the top of the class. A 9.4 did pull $500, and a 9.2 $400, all selling within the last month. The market is being established right before our eyes, all for an early Bruce Timm work where he began to nail down his patented style that's led to characters like Harley Quinn, or gather works like Naughty and Nice, industry legends that get their start somewhere, and Bruce got his right here. And again, this is not Bruce Timm's first comic. The first comic was a Masters of the Universe mini comic that came with the action figures that you can still get for like $45. But it's really, really cheap. You guys should check that out. Definitely.
So it's just early bondage, Bruce Timm, all of that together equals $1,200 for 9.8.
Yeah.
It's all about the back muscles on that dude.
I'm such a pervert. I wasn't even looking. I'm just looking at the girl. God, she's beautiful. Yeah.
I really like the analysis that they did. Alex, thank you. We will.
Yeah, real quick, Alex. We were totally joking, but that's really nice of you. That's so sweet. Man, we made him feel bad. He's like, these poor people. No. Thank you, Alex.
That's not even real money. Heart emojis is real money.
Yeah. Take him to bed with me. Yeah. All right. Continue. Sorry.
Heart emojis.
You know, if you would have submitted your Man Guts number 1 during the last time they showed up on the Shaker report, you would have gotten it back about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And if you put it on eBay, it would have sold this month. So I want to correlate the reach of this show with the grading and movement of this comic right here. So good job, Shaker team, me not included.
Influencers. So the girls and I like to say influencers. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm curious, like a 9.8 right now, if that's like the only one, $1,200 seems reasonable, but maybe some more will come out of the woodwork now that it's getting some attention. And then, yeah, maybe you could possibly get it cheaper. We'll see.
Maybe.
Busty babes behind bars. I love it.
Assault of the Kung Fu, Assault of the Kung Fu Cutie. Yeah.
Oh, my 6th grade voodoo girls. It sounds like a man's magazine or something.
Well, it's Man Guts.
Man Guts.
All up in her man guts.
Oh, God. Shaker number 5, Man Guts. Number 1, Bruce Timm cover. If you have this in your collection, don't be shy. Break it out now because it's getting a lot of attention. Cryptic Publications, 1989, a 9.8, $1,200, guys. What do we have for Shaker number 6, Gabe?
All right, number 6, we got Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned, number 1, the Ji Hung Lee.
Yeah.
Comic Golden Apple Comics Virgin from Dynamite Comics 2024. Released in 2024, the Red Sonja miniseries Empire of the Damned employed some heavy-hitting cover artists, including Josh Middleton, John Taylor Christopher, Ivan Talvera, and of course, Ji Hung Lee. Out of some 30 covers for this Dynamite miniseries, this Virgin variant has become the most valuable over the last year or so. Lee's foreshadowing of Red Sonja's adventure into the Dead City, its fields and streets are littered with the bones of 2 armies, all destroyed by a curse from a warlock who has long since vanished. Pops against the winter background. In the few months after its release in 2024, sales for this book were averaging $40, with the 9.8 graded copies selling for less than $80. Well, you waited too long, because this week, when a near mint raw copy sold for a staggering $132.
Wow. Yeah, he's one of my favorite artists. There's a certain kind of softness to all of his art that I really appreciate. And Red Sonja has one of the best / most tragic origin stories out there. So I like to see covers like this where she just looks empowering and sexy. And yeah, I would buy this in a heartbeat. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Chris.
Nice.
Chris, what? Why are you making that face? What?
The art's good.
Wait, you don't like Red Sonja? Have you ever read it? Does anybody read Red Sonja? I actually do. I really do. I like Red Sonja. I think
it's just not my bag. But it's good art. I like it.
Yeah, the art's fantastic. He did one of the best Spider-Gwen renditions that I've ever seen, and yeah, this is very cool. From 2024, it's interesting to see something like this kind of pop back up, but that's why I like the Shakers. People are keeping an eye on the things that are becoming more and more rare, and they're disappearing into collections. So I kind of wish the head wasn't there, if I'm being honest. I get how it plays into the narrative, but if you take that off.
Liger's comment about Red Sonja not having any body scars. There is body scars. There's one above her navel. There's one on her right hip. I mean, it's there. So,
yeah, no show next week, guys. We are going to be making turkeys. Chris and I both host, so we're going to be cooking. And Gabe, do you host Thanksgiving at your house?
Not this year. No, we're just going to be. It's going to be just family, just family in the house, family.
All right. Well, shout out to Ji Hung Lee. Again, the girls and I were doing a show a while back, and he hopped into the chat, which was really neat. Very nice guy. And I think this is absolutely stunning. So Shaker number 6, Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned, number 1, Ji Hung Lee, Virgin variant from Golden Apple Comics back in 2024. Raw near mint coming in at a respectable $132. What do we have for Shaker number 7?
Wait, real quick. Speaking of Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
Nobody likes pecan pie.
What? No,
Ugh.
dude,
No.
Pecan pie is the best. I'll sit there.
It's just like caramel goo.
I'm not hearing a problem.
I
will. I've been straight and narrow on my eating lately, but I'm gonna destroy myself on pecan pie next week. Cannot wait.
A pumpkin pie with whipped cream.
No,
homemade whipped cream.
I don't like pumpkin flavored anything. Nothing. No pumpkin. Nothing. Pumpkin spice, no. Pumpkin pie, Pumpkin muffin, no. Pumpkin bread, nah. Don't like it. Don't like pumpkin.
You guys are outnumbered. The chat's finally on my side here.
No,
everybody's saying pumpkin.
If you're gonna make me pick a pie choice, I'd rather have like apple pie. But I don't like anything. Nothing pumpkin.
I'll send you guys. I make a French apple cake and it's so good. Anthony loves it. Whenever I make this thing, he can smell it through the house. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you're making the French apple cake." I'll send you guys each one.
Yeah, we ordered. There's a bakery that my wife and I found on accident nearby, and we ordered their pecan pie and a apple crumble pie. So,
ooh, see now apple crumble's good, but pecan, like nobody, and it's pecan, not pecan. No, it's not pecan, it's pecan. Pecan
pie is the best. Maybe pecan pie is gross, but pecan pie is great.
Yeah, pecan pie.
It's pecan. You guys are both saying it wrong. It's pecan. Okay, we're moving on. Jesus, this show's off the rails. All right, what do we have? Shaker number 7.
Pecan.
It's pecan.
7X. Freelance Police Special Edition number 1. Fish Wrap Productions from 1987. This is so cool. This late 80s comic marks the first appearance of Sam and Max, which makes the key book for anybody collecting Steve Purcell's cult-defining detective duo. Purcell, an Eisner Award winner, already showed his highly recognizable style here with the wild expressions, loose but confident lines, and sense of chaotic humor that defined the characters. Published through a small-time press with a modest and currently still unknown print run, it captures the duo before the LucasArts game, which was amazing if you grew up in the 80s and had a chance to play that. And the later the Telltale revival, which was okay, pushed them into the wider pop culture. Interest in the oddball indie comics and classic adventure icons has been climbing, and that momentum is reflected in the aftermarket. It definitely feels like pop culture has not seen the last of these lovable sleuths, so there's likely still growing room. Man, I loved the LucasArts games growing up. The first games that I played on the computer were all like the CR Online, King's Quest, Police Quest. So you want to be
the snake that eats the apple. Yeah.
And then I discovered the LucasArts games. I loved Loom. My favorite game of all time is the Monkey Island franchise. And Sam and Max was good. Full Throttle. Just man, I am on a nostalgia trip right now. You need to play the Marty nostalgia thing on me because
I know, right? I don't have a button for you for that one. Okay, hold on. Question: Sam and Max or Bone? Bone was so cute.
I'm gonna have to go with Sam and Max just because of the Prestige, the video game that I was raised on. So
I know you're like fanboying. It's so cute.
I would say Bone just because it has a longer history with comic books than Sam and Max. Sam and Max seems to be more of like, I barely know about Sam and Max. I know it's a video game. I never played it, but it seems to be more in that realm of things, like video games. I think there was a TV show, I wonder. But Bone is more of a high-end comic book. Like that's one of the best comic books of all time. It's up there with like Mouse and Watchmen and stuff like that. Now Toe Jam and Arrow, now you're talking. We're going to talk about video games. That's just like crazy, wacky kind of stuff.
I like Tetris.
Yeah. I mean, Toe Jam and Earl were definitely inspired by Sam and Max. No doubt about it. But I don't know. The LucasArts games were so great. I mean, did either of you play Maniac Mansion? I mean, Laura, you're probably too young for Maniac Mansion.
No, I was like 2.
Yeah.
So, no.
Gabe, did you ever play Maniac Mansion?
Yeah, I played Maniac Mansion. The game sucks.
Ooh, fighting words. This is what I'm used to. You guys go ahead.
And that's because you couldn't solve the puzzles.
No,
Maniac Mansion and Day of the Tentacle were amazing games. Day of the Tentacle, with the CD audio, just fantastic. Redefined the adventure series genre. But
shots fired, Gabe. You couldn't solve the puzzles. That's why. Boom.
The problem with Maniac Mansion is you can break the game. At the beginning of the game, it'll let you launch this car into space.
Yeah.
Something like that. You launch it into space, or you blow up the car, or you move the car, something like that. And if you do that, you break the game, because later in the game, after I solved 100 different puzzles, Chris, you can't beat the game without that car. And you can launch that car and destroy it, and it breaks the game.
So you're not breaking the game; you're just making bad choices.
No, you can't. Now you can't play the game anymore. Now it's done. You can't finish it.
Guys, we're actually really good friends backstage, so don't worry. This is just them being them, and I love it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You can weigh in. This is interesting, though. I like that people from the 80s are going back and picking this stuff up. We talk about it every week, how nostalgia plays such a huge role in the aftermarket and with collectibles. So this is another example of that. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Shaker number 7, Sam and Max, Freelance Police Special Edition number 1. Fish Wrap Productions, 1987, a 9.8 CGC, coming in at $357. All right, Gabe, what do we have for Shaker number 8?
Number 8. Here's the big boy from this week, everybody.
Holy
Just in time.
Wait, is this right?
We are on top of sales, everybody. Shaker number 8, Superman number 1 from DC Comics, 1939. If you haven't heard, Superman number 1 just got auctioned over at Heritage for the tune of $9 million plus. That's right. You read that right. $9,120,000.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. Say it one more time.
$9,120,000.
Damn! There,
now, granted, at Cover Price, we tend to cover books that fly under the radar, but this one had to get a shout out for sure for nostalgia check. First appearance of the Kents, check. But more than that, this is the first time a 9.0 has come along, marking it as the highest grade ever. While the title's early print run is often thought to be large, around 900,000 across 3 printings, surviving copies are incredibly scarce thanks to heavy childhood readership, storage neglect, and the widespread World War II paper drives that destroyed countless Golden Age comics. I'll throw in all the fun book burnings that they did in the 1950s as well. That's why the discovery of the first ever 9.0, the highest graded copy on record, is such a landmark moment. Imagine the surprise when 3 brothers found this in their mother's attic in pristine condition. They had a time machine. That's nonsense. It was a time machine. This auction is a big deal. And once the sale is finalized, this copy, Superman number 1, just took the lead for the most valuable comic book in history.
This is blowing my mind. They found it in an attic. This is incredible.
These 3 brothers, they were cleaning out their mother's attic, and they remember their mother saying something about her and her brother, so their uncle, comic book collection, but they never saw it as kids. They never saw it growing up. It was buried in this old home in California. And so they're going through her estate and they're trying to resolve things, and they come across the comic book collection, and in it is this Superman number 1 from 1939. And it's astonishing that it's in that condition, right? So this is, the story of it is amazing. The prestige of it is amazing. The fact that it's in such condition is amazing. Everything about this is amazing. It's the most expensive comic book of all time, and I think this is so good for the comic collecting industry, because the rising tide raises all ships. So this has mainstream attention. In between the political stuff happening on the news, they're showing information about this sale on Heritage Auctions. This is good for the industry.
this like gets me emotional. This is absolutely amazing. You guys know in movies where it shows like outside the window, like just time passing. This book sat there untouched for
Yeah.
decades.
$9,120,000. I'll take 2, please.
And the great thing about it is it was California, low humidity, just good stuff.
I'm curious about that though, because even Ivan mentioned it. Like California, that's strange to me, because
Why?
just because 1939, I don't know how heavily populated California would be, because usually you find these types of books from the 1930s in like the East Coast, Chicago. Those are like the more like densely populated areas of America at the time. To find it in California, that's interesting. I mean, how many homes in California are from 1939?
Well, I don't think it was in her attic from 1939, because it was her childhood collection, her and her brother's childhood collection. I think.
It's not a whatchamacallit. What is it when it's like I can't think of the word. When you're the original owner of the comic collection?
No, I believe that they were the original owner, but it wasn't the house that she grew up in.
So it's been moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was probably in one of her, childhood memory boxes or something like that, and she probably just put it in the attic. Didn't even bother looking at it. Didn't know.
Possible.
Couldn't have paid attention to it.
Yeah. No, this is great. This is one of the holy trinity of comic books. It's Action 1, Detective Comics 27, and Superman 1. That's like the holy trinity of comic books.
I'd be willing to bet, and this is simply theory, just based on the time frame, right? But if her and her brother were kids in the late 30s, then that means that he probably was drafted or joined the army or something like that. And she probably kept his collection as a memory of him. And maybe that's why it sat untouched for so long.
So beautiful. She gave it to her grandchildren. That's amazing. Like, what a cool way to bequeath something,
I'm just happy that the brothers didn't do what those other people did when they found a Superman. Was it a Superman or Action #1 in like the wall of a house, and they fought over it and they ripped it? Did you hear about that? You heard about that before, right? You know that story? Okay.
I don't know that story. No.
It was like one of the last like big times that an auction like this happened for like an action.
So Kilted Corgi says that she lost her brother in Normandy. Did that actually happen, Kilted, or are you like guessing, like I was guessing?
Apparently, there's like a documentary of this that's getting released sooner or later, so that's gonna be interesting to check out.
Hold on, real quick, guys. Sorry, I'm derailing the show. Adam, come here. This is my son. If you guys don't know, he did his first wrestling match today, and he won.
Nice.
Yeah.
What, did you make him tap, or what'd you do?
Suplex?
Yeah. No, it was points, wasn't it?
Did you jump from the top left corner buckle?
The kid was 15 pounds heavier too.
15 pounds heavier in my kid.
Oh, good job.
Wait, I didn't hear. Did Adam make him tap, or what happened?
Did you make him?
No, I won by 12 points.
He won by 12 points, he said.
That works. Dude, good job, man. Congratulations.
Nice.
Way to kick ass. Good job.
The chat saying congrats. I guess? Gabe said I guess.
Oh, Chris, we can run it.
Look how much bigger that kid is.
You and Chris are going to go wrestle. Okay, hold on. You guys can kind of see that. Yeah.
Good job, Adam, man.
That's like equally as cool as selling a Superman #1, right? Same
I think
thing.
it's better.
I think it's better,
it's better because you can't sell that memory.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Anyways, back to this, though.
Make
This
an
is like
NFT of that memory and sell it on.
I mean, we're good, right? This is very, very neat. This is one of those things that Alex was saying in the chat, they should do like some sort of doc about it, because it would be such an interesting story to hear start to finish how this came to be. Can I say something horrible, though? Well, it's not horrible. I don't think they should have sold it.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot you can do with $9 million.
I know, but there's a lot you can do with just keeping this in the family. It's generational wealth. Like you just, I don't think I would have sold it.
Imagine the cost of the insurance of this thing.
It's called a safety deposit box.
Oh well,
right. I would put it somewhere and hide it and let my kids find it. I don't know.
I'd be willing to bet that they discovered this. They did some research. They found Heritage Auctions. They contacted Heritage Auctions. Heritage Auctions flew somebody over, picked it up, and walked it over to CGC to get graded.
I'm sorry. I'm mushy that way. I would like to see my kids get this and just pass it along the line. I think that's kind of the fun part of collecting is when you have something really great, not to sell it.
I put it in the safety deposit box, and once a month I'd bring a picnic basket and go there and visit it once a month.
It's your new child. Okay, I'm full of shit. I probably would sell it.
I'd sell it in a heartbeat. But I'm a dirty flipper, so what do I know?
What do you always say? You get a mod. No, you get a Kia, and you get a Kia.
Yeah.
You get a Kia.
This is a lot of a slightly used lot of Kias.
Yay! Great. All right, guys. A massive shaker number 8, Superman number 1, DC Comics, 1939, a 9.0 coming in at $9 million. I've never said that word on this show. $9,120,000.
We don't have like Dr. Evil going like $1 million or anything like that.
I don't think I do.
All right.
I'm really
that
bad.
would have been cool for this.
Yeah, I'm really terrible with the buttons. I need like Tio going, what? I don't think I have that either, though. Okay. Anyways, moving on. What do we have for shaker number 9?
Shaker number 9, we have the Terrifier number 2. This is cover B. Art the Clown LLC from 2021 with a recently top near mint sale of $850. The Terrifier franchise now has 4 films. All Hallows Eve counts, apparently, with each film being more successful and more popular than the last. The character Art the Clown has become an icon in the horror community and is often mentioned alongside fellow slasher icons Jason, Freddy, Michael, and Leatherface. In 2021, the Terrifier shop offered fans a chance to purchase Terrifier number 1. In 2022, to correspond with the release of Terrifier number 2 in trailers, issue number 2 was made available for purchase. This book, like the first issue, quickly sold out as copies seemed to be limited prices on the aftermarket for both of these issues have skyrocketed. Oh, excuse me. Issue number 1 has featured multiple times on the Shakers list, most recently a few months ago. Issue number 2 finally made a list due to the new all-time high sale, $850 for a near mint raw copy. The 3rd issue was confirmed, but as of this writing, there is still no update as to when to expect it.
I don't like it. Nope. Pass.
So, this is not Terrifier. I have not seen any of the Terrifier movies. I didn't even know the Terrifier franchise existed until I heard that Chris Jericho was starring in a Halloween-style thriller, and it was the
Who's
Terrifier.
Chris Jericho?
A pro wrestler.
Walls of Jericho.
That's right. So I don't know anything about Terrifier or Art the Clown, other than I know it's a very popular horror movie franchise. Speaking of horror movie franchises, have you guys been watching Welcome to Derry? Because
the girls were talking about that. Yeah, they love it.
Show is scary.
I haven't been interested because I've seen it just feel like they just keep redoing it and over again. So I'm kind of like whatever about.
Well, they're not. This is like a prequel to the last 2 movies that came out. But it's a freaky deaky show, let me tell you, Gabe. Laura, I know it's not something that you would sit down and watch, but it's a scary show. I mean, I got to watch it during daytime, like I do my zombie stuff.
No, I've been watching. What is it? We finished watching Stranger Things to get ready for season 5.
That's scary too. That's a scary show.
A little bit like the last series, the 4th season. I forgot the name of the character already, but the bad guy in it's pretty creepy.
Vecna.
Vecna. There you go. Thank you. And Landman came back on, and I think right now we're doing we're going through Bob's Burgers Thanksgiving episodes.
I could watch that. See, that's great. Yeah.
Is this a prestige format book? Did they mention that in the read, Chris?
If it was what?
A prestige?
It doesn't say.
Okay, because just the cover looks like there's like a a bind on it, kind of thing. Like
it does. It looks like it's likely square bound.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm all right with this book. Whatever. I'm not. I know I've heard of this character before, but I don't know. I'm not that I don't like scary movies, but I'm not into like franchise scary movies after Saw. Like Saw is the only one I really cared about. Newer.
Saw's terrible. I was in Anthony's lap like in a ball when that. Ugh, nope.
Dude, that first movie, like I watched it, like I was like, this is the craziest thing ever. And then like the reveal, I was like, oh, okay, this is rad. And then they're all pretty good.
You guys are insane.
Varying degrees are cool.
All right,
You don't like that torture porn like horror movie stuff?
I'm not even joking. Like, all joking aside, if I watch something like that, I will not be able to sleep. I will be up all night, and it just like I sit there playing in my head, and it gets really bad. Like, I can't watch scary movies. I am chicken shit. It scares me. But zombies aren't bad.
I like zombie stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I have a harder time with zombies than I do with scary clowns. But
because you work for the government, and you know that it's possible, and that we could be zombies, and it's too real.
I am not allowed to answer that.
No comment.
All we need is just one more lab leak away.
Shaker number 9, Terrifier number 2, cover B, Art the Clown LLC 2021, raw near mint, $850. Last shaker of the night. What do we have for shaker number 10?
All right, this is the stuff.
All right.
This is the stuff I live for here. Yes, number 10. This is Weird Suspense Stories number 3 from Superior Publishers Limited from 1951. Likely the rarest of all pre-code Canadian comic books. The Weird Suspense Stories 3-issue series contained the identical interiors as their American counterpart series, Crime Suspense Stories. Legislation was passed in Canada that made it illegal to import crime comics into Canada between 1949 through 1953. Thus, the word weird replaced crime in the title. So few copies have come up for auction. That is unclear as to how many copies of each issue are even known to exist. To say that these are unicorn issues does not truly get to the core of how incredibly rare these comic books are. When they come up for sale, those who know. And clearly someone knew this past week when a low-grade raw copy of issue 3 came up for sale, ultimately selling for $1,740. Here's hoping we see other copies of any issues from this series come up for sale in the coming months. If and when they do, you're going to read about it on the Shakers Report.
Real quick, guys, in the chat, the Shakers aren't listed by like any sort of value. It's kind of just random. Isn't it alphabetical?
Yes.
I think it's alphabetical. It's alphabetical. So like if you're like, how'd this beat Superman? Superman starts with an S. So. Chris.
This is amazing. I had no idea that it was a different I didn't know that it was a different title due to import rules.
I didn't know that either.
I always pick up anything that's below 20 cents cover price. So this would have gone into my grab pile if I was digging through long boxes and I saw it. Definitely, especially the old EC comics. I mean, man, these are always super cool, covers and stuff like that. But yeah, I had no idea that the background that the write-up has about crime being replaced with weird. That's awesome.
Alex, super chatting to the great host. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. But end the show on Chris doing a yo-yo trick.
Right.
For $5, will you do it, Chris?
Yes, of course. Of course I will.
Yay! Thank you, Alex.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you, Alex.
Continue, sorry.
Just whore out my yo-yo skills. That's fine.
Worth it. We'll get $5 out of it, so I'm okay with it.
$5 is $5.
You can be a ho-ho for the yo-yo.
That's funny.
That's a bad joke, actually. That wasn't good.
No, that's perfect. We're using that from now on.
That's right. It's funny because when I was doing the Whatnot shows, if somebody tipped, I would do a yo-yo trick for them. So, That's just funny. But yeah, this is really cool. It's interesting to see this pop up. I wonder if the person who had it knew what they had when they sold it.
Probably not. I mean, we never really do, right? We always just sell stuff. I mean, nowadays, I guess it's easier. You can just scan it into eBay and see exactly what you have, but not everybody. Our shop's out in Sun City. And so Anthony and I kind of struggle because we'll have like elderly. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Arizona, but Sun City is like a retirement community, a very large, rich retirement community. So we get a lot of elderly people and they bring stuff like this and they're like $2, but we just can't do that. We're like, why don't we?
You're like, what about $1? You guys are asking too much.
Yeah, like it's very. It's a weird thing. People are like, "Oh, make your money." I'm like, "No, not by taking advantage of people." And like, they just don't know exactly what they have. So we find something that's fair for both people. But yeah, we've had people come in with books like this, Chris, and just have no idea what they're holding because they don't know how to do the eBay stuff.
Crazy old lady, go take a nap and come back, and we'll talk about it.
No, we had one the other day. It was just so sad. I'm like, no, we can't. So yeah. Anyway, that's a different story.
I love this book. This is the coolest thing. I mean, I know the Superman sold for $9 million, but I think this is like my favorite one from the list. I just love this pre-code EC comic books like this. There's a little bit of history. We learned something today. I didn't know about that whole weird Canadian legislation where they took weird or they took crime off and replaced it with weird. Like, that's interesting. This is a really weird cover where this guy is bricking this guy in. Like, how long does that take to lay down that much brick to listen to this guy whine and cry and beg for his life, and you're just bricking away?
He's like, la la la.
And he's doing a good job at it too. Like, I don't know, this guy's a stonemason by trade, but he's doing a pretty good job bricking this up. Like,
this is great. Really good
I
line
did
work.
it all lopsided and uneven mortar and everything.
I mean,
you died.
The guy's legs are right there. If the mortar is still wet, you could be kicking that wall. Come on, man.
Maybe he doesn't want to live. Maybe he's just done.
No, he's chained to the floor, so I don't know if he can even move his legs that much.
Well, I see his wrists is chained, or his ankle. I guess they are. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of chains here we weren't seeing at first.
But
right?
he's only doing 3 walls. Like, this isn't going to work that well.
Well, they would break the wall.
I broke her. Sorry.
Yeah, I think you did. Whoo!
Yes.
All right. How about I do the yo-yo trick while Laura recovers? Laura, bring the camera up. All right.
This is getting clipped. I'm posting this to my Instagram. That was great.
Oh, geez. Look at me. I'm laughing too hard at that joke. It's making it more difficult. Look, Laura's face is all red.
I'm sorry, I'm back. Go ahead.
This is how we do transitions.
Oh, what are you doing? I've been watching. Hold on. Wow. Oh gosh, Chris.
You got that Yo-Yo Master video, right, Laura?
No. You're not allowed to talk anymore.
Okay.
You're fired. That was awesome. Well done. Dude, it would be like a giant knot if I was holding that thing. That's incredible.
There you go, Alex. Money well spent. Hopefully.
Money very well spent. That was awesome. Dude, I'm impressed. That's an art, Very badass. Bravo.
That's always cool, man. That's such a cool skill.
I'm all red now. Damn it. All right, Gabe, you ready to show us what's shaking?
I'm bringing it up right now. Give me 2 seconds. Let's go.
He could have gone out the other side. Chris, do you get it?
Yes.
It's a good joke. It was a good joke. I can't start thinking about it again. All right, somebody put up a screen.
Oh, man.
All right, let's go. Shaker time, everybody. What's shaking right here on Cover Price, where we have 4 walls of bricks.
I'm going to miss you so much next week.
It's
fine. It's fine. It's all good. All right.
Let's take a look at the top shakers here. This is fantastic, fun stuff. Look at this. This Can't go wrong with Star Wars, man. 8.0 for $12,000.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the 35 cents, the 35 cent variant here.
Yeah, it's the regional, right? Like New York and Chicago, they were testing the market to see if there was appetite for 35-cent covers.
Yeah, they did that a lot, man. Like, usually it's not like this where it's just like, only a couple of like a special print run of issues. A lot of times you'll see it. You might even see it here. It'll be like, hey, still 30 cents. And then the very next issue will be the 35-cent bump.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Superman number 3, only going for $7,000. That's chump change. That's nothing.
Ooh.
What a...
Is that the first Bugs Bunny over there? 1941?
First
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Elmer Fudd.
Oh man, that is okay. I like me some Star Wars. I like Wolverine. I like Iron Man. If I'm picking anything in this row, it's got to be the Looney Tunes number 1. It's got.
That's a pretty cool book. That is cool. I just don't like that style of Bugs Bunny.
But I mean, that's the
That's the original one. Yeah.
That's.
I wonder how much questionable material is in this comic book.
Probably quite a bit.
Hell yeah, that's worth the $4,800 ticket price right there.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I think $4,800 is underpriced.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like 80 years old. Like, how cool is that?
It's cool, but Tales of Suspense all day for me. That's the one I
Iron
pick
Man?
out of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're drooling over Chris Hemsworth. I mean, come on. It's Bugs Bunny.
No, Tales of Suspense.
Chris Hemsworth. That's
Thor, right?
No,
Iron Man.
Journey in the Mystery.
I thought you said Journey in the Mystery. You meant Tales of Suspense. Sorry. Or you said Tales of Suspense. I heard Journey in the Mystery. I was looking at the Thor comic. Never mind.
Oh, did I say Journey into Mystery? I don't know.
You said the right thing. I heard the wrong thing because it's
it's his joke. So
look, I'm still sick. I'm getting over the flu. Okay,
I know, honey. I'm glad that you're here, though. You stuck it out.
Was like on the wire whether or not I was waiting for the Sudafed to kick in. I'm all fine.
Okay. So for this row, I already have my answer for what book, but we got some awesome stuff on here. Detective 41. That's a really cool cover. I love how this Batman just jumping out of nowhere. Like, where is he coming from? Grabbing that. Look at. I'm gonna click on this. This is crazy. What is up with Robin's hair? He looks like the hair I had when I was like 5 years old. Like, just a giant coif of black hair. Like, that's crazy town.
Did you really?
I had hair when I was a kid. I wasn't born bald. Well,
like, of course you weren't bald like in kindergarten, but sorry.
And I like how it's signed by Bob Kane, who I don't think he ever really did any art for Batman. He just wrote his name on stuff. Very cool.
What's the key on that?
First Robin solo appearance.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means.
Born bald.
Okay.
Sorry.
Green Lantern 22, first Hal Jordan, which is cool. I don't like the cover though. The cover for this is always kind of weird to me. Like, I don't know. It's like his back is to us. Like, it's not. I don't know. And it's a yellow spaceship. He can't do anything against yellow.
And then First Avengers,
First X-Men, Army at War 83,
which is
the first Sergeant Rock.
First
Sergeant Rock. And first Joe Kubert too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Adventure Comics. What's the first Starman? Okay.
So this is a tough row. I think I'm on X-Men number 1, but I really like the Avengers. I think I'm on X-Men number 1.
I'm doing Army at War.
I'm right there with you, Laura. If it wasn't
really,
Army at War,
I was like, you guys are gonna give me so much shit, but that's what I would pick.
No way, dude. Absolutely, Army at War. $4,000 for VG copy. Man, this book is so cool. So hard to find. I've been reading a lot of war comics recently. I love this stuff. And then this is the first Joe Kubert, who is just synonymous and incredibly famous for everything, but really for his war comics. This stuff is hard to find. Like, this book is so hard to find in any kind of good shape at all. So $4,000 for that, yeah, that's where my money would go. Absolutely.
Me too.
First Starman, who cares?
I understand the argument, but it's the X-Men.
Eh.
I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of the X-Men. It was one of the few comics that I really pulled my quarters together when I was a kid to buy.
X-Men was a close second for me, Chris. I was debating because I love Magneto, but I just wasn't. I don't know. Army at War. I just think that's such a cool composition, and that black cover. That thing's going to be.
How about
gone.
I could compromise this way. I would
What?
buy the artwork of Army at War as a poster and put it up on my wall. But if I had to choose for the comics themselves, it's got to be X-Men.
That makes sense. That makes sense, right? But okay.
Here's my hot take on X-Men. I love X-Men too. Like that was like the book I grew up on. I love X-Men. X-Men #1, the beginning of X-Men, even though it's Jack Kirby and stuff, wasn't a good seller. Like it was kind of a meandering title hanging on by its nails for the longest time and got canceled. I would take a giant size X-Men #1 over an X-Men #1.
And you're like the biggest X-Men fan I know, so that's saying a lot.
Yeah. I take a giant size because I think giant size, that's when it changed and became the X-Men that we know and love now. But that's just my hot take on X-Men.
Yeah, well, giant size X-Men's not in that row, so
Yeah. All right. There's some fun stuff on here too. Batman 15, a 6.0 for 3,000, 6.0, excuse me. Superman 4. Was there just a lot of Superman comics in that lady's collection or something? I don't know.
I was saying that earlier. What else did she have that we don't even know?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Ghost Rider. Oh, not Ghost Rider. Excuse me. Marvel Spotlight 5.
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
Invincible. And what is Ebon?
I have no idea. No idea. But here's like the two big Robert Kirkman books.
Yeah,
these are the books that made Robert Kirkman like the most powerful, rich person in comic books.
True.
So for this row, I think I'm on the Batman because I think there's something funny about Batman wielding a minigun like that. I think that's pretty interesting. But Superman #4 is I think I'm on the Batman.
The Batman's cool.
I think I'm with you. I was debating between that and the Invincible because I don't own one and I've always wanted one. And I do think it's like a modern masterpiece. And you guys actually made me watch it. And I loved that show. And I think it's just so well done. But if I had to pick, this is tough, but I'm with Chris. I would go Batman.
I'd probably go Walking Dead. I've had 2 9.8 Invincibles that I sold like right when the show was coming out.
What? Oh.
Yeah. I wish I would have held on to them, but I used that money as the interest money on the house. So
hey, that's well worth it.
Yeah. I have a Marvel Spotlight 5 already, so I'd probably just go with the Walking Dead. That's a modern masterpiece, or that's a major modern key, I think. Even though the series is over, it's dipping a little bit. That used to be a $3,000 book at a 9.8, so it's dipping a little bit. It's still it's still the Walking Dead.
What is Ebon? Can you click on that? I want to get a bigger image of what's going on there.
First black indie book, Ebon.
Huh.
That's what.
Oh, so maybe the like Ebony? Is it pronounced Ebony?
Oh.
I don't know.
That is interesting.
Raw copy, highest known value, raw copy, 2,358.
There's not a lot of those too, so I mean,
Can
that could.
A couple years ago, you $400 for a 7.5.
Can you blow up the image on top? There you go.
Is it drawn like this, or is it supposed to be ratty? I mean, is it drawn to be ratty, or is it just? No, I think it's drawn that way because I could kind of see it.
Yeah, that's kind of too distinct to be foxing, but that's interesting right there. I like the art concept. You got the moon and the skyline and everything. That's cool.
It's very Batman-y.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay, moving on. Next row. What do we got?
Got some more X-Men action on here. Silver Surfer first appearance. Death of Gwen Stacy. Daredevil first Punisher. 9.8. Here we go. Another 70s comic at a 9.8 going for over $1,000. And
is that first Valkyrie?
It's first Valkyrie, so it's not. I mean, it's not. It's a key, but I don't consider first Valkyrie
a minor key.
Yeah,
I'm calling Fantastic Four before Chris does. Fantastic Four. That's my pick.
Okay. What's the key on the X-Men book? Is that
on which book?
X-Men 99. Death Star Rises.
Black Tom Cassidy cameo.
So that's up here because it's a 9.8. That it's a 1970s 9.8.
Yeah.
First Punisher is tempting. I had an opportunity to get second appearance of Punisher for like $60, and I passed on it. I think I'm gonna go Death of Gwen Stacy personally. I think
that's a near mint plus too, apparently.
Yeah,
like a 9.6, 9.8.
I love me some Fantastic Four, but the Death of Gwen Stacy is one of the most iconic storylines related to the death of a character, in my opinion. And I think it's a milestone in comic history.
No,
Chat's going Daredevil.
Oh, I'm sorry. First appearance of Gwen Stacy. Oh, okay. Well, right. It's not the death of Gwen Stacy. All right, Laura, I'm with you. It's on Fantastic Four.
Oh, yay! Okay, good. That's all I wanted to hear. Perfect.
I'll go with Daredevil. I had an 8.5. I've had an 8.5 Fantastic Four 48 not too long ago that I sold. So I'll go with the first Daredevil. I love that this is Bill Everett did the internal artwork on this, and he was kind of having problems and really couldn't keep up with it. And Jack Kirby did the cover for it. I kind of like the yellow Daredevil suit for its time. I love Daredevil, so I'll definitely go for a Daredevil. 2,000 for a 3.5 is pretty cheap.
The yellow suit never made sense to me. I always had a hard time understanding that.
He is blind. He didn't know.
No, I get it. That's why it's kind of weird.
All right.
Hey, look at that. There's that giant size X-Men #1.
There's that giant size X-Men. Yes, sir. Giant size X-Men. We got a first Goblin, Amazing Spider-Man 14. There's a lot of raw, like high-end raw books coming up lately, last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That Detective Comics, though, I mean, come on, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I
first
really like the
Batgirl,
art on that.
or excuse me, first Batwoman.
Mm.
You got
That's
first,
my pick.
first Venom. You got first Doc Ock.
Actually, no, it's not. I changed my mind. I want giant size X-Men before Gabe can pick it.
I mean, that's the right answer. So
It is the right answer, so I'm taking that one.
Absolutely, giant size X-Men's it, dude. That's like I said. This is the book that changed the X-Men. Like this is where, Claremont didn't really have much to do with this one. It was Roy Thomas, but still, like this is when things really started to change, and we got the real feel of the X-Men. They started becoming who they are. Like first appearance of so many characters, third appearance of Wolverine. Like great stuff. That
I like the detective, though. Like, I'm super drawn to that, but I'll
really
stick
cool.
with that.
Really good art. I like
But I said it first, and Gabe followed me because he's like, oh, Laura knows what she's talking about, so I'm going to pick giant sized. That's sweet, Gabe.
hell yeah. Oh, we got that man's guts on here.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at his blood.
Ooh.
His blood is the forest. Is awesome. Let me click on that real quick. That is rad.
What is that? Oh man,
I'm clicking on it. It's taking a second.
is that
That
a
is crazy.
representation of ice roundups? Is that what that is?
Oh man,
I
I love
What
this.
is
Just
this about?
just the powerful image of it. Like this could be like a Banksy like image or something.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. It's terrifying and everything, but like that's
Wow.
cool.
That's I've never seen that book before ever.
I haven't either. That's I'm gonna keep my eye out for that book. 12,000 or 1,200 for a 6.5. That's not too bad.
Do you know what's important about X-Men #4, Gabe?
First appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver, and Toad,
He knows.
Mastermind. Is that it? There you go.
Yeah, you got all of it. That's good.
So I'm on first appearance of Batgirl here. I think. I mean, Harley Quinn, the Batgirl comic. I think that's the most important comic in this row. That's what
I'm going to go with X-Men just because of the age gap. I just think it's going to be becoming harder and harder to get on like a hold of that one. Whereas I think there's probably still more Batman adventures out there. So there's time for me to buy that. But if I had to pick out of this row, I'd go X-Men.
Yeah, I'll go with Laura on that one for $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For a 6.5, that's not bad from 1964.
4 or 5, but still.
Says, oh shit, I think I need glasses, you guys. Gabe, can I have yours?
Yeah, here.
Just kidding. Thank you guys. I think I need glasses. Like, everything looks blurry to me. That's why I'm always leaning in like this because I can't see.
Oh man, this one's an easy pick for me.
Dude, that House of Secrets cover is awesome. And that melted
No,
ice cream, like
Neil
horror
Adams.
face, that is cool.
Yeah, it's got to be the Neil Adams.
That
Yeah,
is
of course
rad.
it's
Got to be the Neil Adams. I love that Neil Adams cover. I love almost all the Neil Adams DC covers, but this one is just special to me. I don't know why. I wish I had it.
1970.
Yeah.
I mean, $1,000 for a 7.0 for that's not too shabby, I think.
There is something funny about Hansi, the girl who loved the swastika. That's a crazy title.
It's actually like an anti-Nazi book.
I know. It's just a
Okay.
weird title.
And that's the reprint too. I would pick this if it wasn't the reprint because that's just a cool book. But I would go with the Fantastic Four too. I love Fantastic Four number 2. First Skrulls. This is before they got their costumes, and it's just Reed Richards, coming home from work like a dad, like just they're just wearing suits and normal clothes at the time.
I'm with Chris. I'm gonna go Neil Adams, and then like when I own it, I'll just like send him pictures of it here and there. Be like, here you go. I'll cuddle it.
That's the one that you spread out on your bed and show them.
Yeah, that's the one I'll be swimming in. I'm gonna order a bunch of them and be like, here you go. Enjoy, Chris.
That's fine. That's fine.
He's like, I hate you. Okay, moving on. Oh, that Batman book! I cannot believe how like quickly that thing popped. It's absolutely insane.
$900 for a 9.8.
They sold at $80 raw too, which is like pretty high up there for an exclusive. I was surprised by that. I thought they'd be going for like 30, 40.
Did this just come out? Like, I'm
Yeah,
like a
surprised by
couple
the
days ago.
turnaround time on CGC for it.
It just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, was that like a pre? It doesn't say pre-sale, but I was assuming it's a pre-sale because
It is a pre-sale. It won't be out
Is it?
for a few more weeks.
Okay.
So that's the first Spidey car, by the way. The Amazing Spider-Man 160. That's the first appearance of the Spidey car.
Yeah.
Although it's not considered a key. Love that Neil Adams Superman #1.
That's rad.
I have a couple of the G.I. Joe #1s. I think I hopefully have Absolute Batman Annual #1 waiting for me at it should be in my pull box. So I'll go check that out tomorrow at Third Eye. First appearance of Deadpool. I think 1 billion copies of that were printed out. So, Gabe, what's your pick on this row?
Superman.
Black
I love
hair.
that cover. I love that Neil Adams cover. I mean, I was leaning towards Deadpool, but you're right. Like you can pick up this book anytime you want,
Mhm.
and I'd be happy with like a raw copy for cheaper,
Yeah.
Because I do think Deadpool is. I think this is a very like. I don't know if important's too strong of a word, but it's one of the last original characters that we've gotten. I'm not going to go on a tirade, but so many new characters everybody seems to love that's been coming out. They've been more derivative than anything else. So it's like this and like Venom, I feel like is one of the last new characters that stuck around and is insanely popular still after, almost 40 years.
I
just love that Kryptonite cover. Just him breaking those chains is just a cool cover.
Yeah, I think I had. Yeah, you know what? I might have 4 books on this list on this row. I don't have Black Terror #1, but I have the Spider-Man. I think I have the Neil Adams Superman #1, but it's in really bad condition. I know I have several G.I. Joes. I probably have the Absolute Batman Annual waiting for me. Maybe just not this cover. So,
yeah, I have a GI Joe #1 that's like high grade too. That's a cool book.
yeah.
The obvious
Nick
choice
has-
is Black Terror, though. It's 1948. Coming across the 8.5 of those is going to be insanely difficult. Whereas a Neil Adams from the 70s, you could probably find copies, maybe not 9.8, but you can still get copies of that book. But the Black Terror, like that's the choice. That's the winner.
That's a blonde and a red dress effect for you.
That's what it is. Yep. That's all that matters. You know me so well. I don't care about the rest
I
of it.
got you.
The second time this Spider-Man 300 has popped up. This one's the
Yeah.
direct edition one.
Yeah, that's red.
Fritzy Ritzy.
Was this the first? This is the first appearance of what?
Charlie Brown, yeah.
Charlie Brown. Okay, yeah.
Something that's killing children. Flash comic. Ooh,
That Amazing Spider-Man 30 is like is a pretty weak cover. It's cool, it's actiony and stuff, but it's all building.
yeah. The water tower is kind of lost in the darkness.
Yeah.
I like that Flash Comics cover right there.
Hawkman chained to like some coral at the bottom and a shark coming after him.
Yeah,
And
it's
everybody,
interesting.
I think everybody in the background's like, later, fool, hope you can breathe.
Huh. I don't know if I really have a pick on this one, but I have the ASM 300. I have the Spider-Man #1. And I have Something's Killing Children #1.
But if you had $850, let's call it, like, what would you pick though? Even though you have it already. I'm going Venom. I'm going first Venom 100%.
Yeah,
30.
probably.
No, you guys are both wrong again. It's ASM 30, 1965. The ASM 300s are, you'll be able to find them again. I always
You
think
know
like,
what?
how hard will it be to
I'm-
find it again?
I'm taking it back. I want the first appearance of Charlie Brown and Snoopy. That's what I want.
That's red. That is red. Ghost
Yeah.
Rider on here again, but #1.
Look at that Gabriel Del Otto 1 in 25 of X23. That is awesome. It's so good.
Wartime romances. That's awesome.
What is the key on the primer book?
It's the first prototype of the Max.
Oh, I'm on that all day. That's awesome. Max, Sam Keith's Max is awesome.
Yeah, it's called Max the Hair. It's not even MAXX, I think. I think it's just MAX the Hair or something. Yeah.
Huh. That's really cool. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, you talked about Scud earlier. Here you go, Scud #1.
That.
Did you ever play that video game, Chris?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. What is
He
it?
just knows I didn't. He's on me to ask me. Did you, Laura? I played Scud all the time.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
I
Thanks, Chris. No, I didn't. Not once. Yeah.
know what
anyway.
E3 is. Oh.
Oh my gosh, you remember that? That was a
Yes.
long time ago.
I have nightmares of that, Laura.
He's so traumatized by that.
when I accidentally mansplained E3 to you. Yes, I remember.
It happens to me all the time. Don't worry. Not the first time.
No, I
No worries.
because I don't do
Don't
that.
worry. I don't know. I have very thick skin, very good sense of humor. I always see everything as just funny versus offensive. Funny. Anyway, back
I
to
like
this.
the Neil Adams 251 right there. It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
Yeah, that's the only right answer here, dude. That's the only right answer.
I mean, Dracula's good too, but
Yeah, but if I had that kind of money, I can't believe Scud's $740. Dude. That's crazy.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I didn't know anybody cared about Scud that much, but
Something to note here. This is like the 6th or 7th Neil Adams that we've seen on the list, and there are 2 in this row.
he's one of the grandmasters, man.
Absolutely.
One of the grandmasters for sure.
Absolutely.
Got a couple Spideys here. All right, so you got about $700. We got first Ahsoka. What's this?
Not canon.
First Doom for Spider-Man meeting. Third appearance of Green Goblin. That's we got X-Men, All Love Romance, and first Dead Man. This is Neil Adams too, right? No, I must be wrong.
I don't.
I think he does it later. I think.
Yeah, he does.
I have that book.
Do you?
I really do. It's graded. I have that book.
I think that's the one I'm picking, to be honest. First
I
Dead
don't
Man.
remember what the grade is though. I'll have to ask Anthony when he comes back in.
I think Dead Man is a very underutilized property because people don't know how to write them. And I think it's just going to take the right author to really pull together.
There's potential there.
Yeah, there's not really like a good like Dead Man series you could point somebody to and say, "Hey, you like Dead Man? Check this book out," or something. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
he's got cool appearances. He's got cool things kind of happen here and there.
Yeah,
But, like,
he was
he
a
doesn't
major
have, like, a
player in
definitive
Kingdom
part, I
Come.
think. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably have to go with his X-Men book. I mean, it's a low number X-Men. It's kind of cool. It's Jack Kirby cover. You got shirtless Blob. I mean, what more is there to love? I don't know. It's cool.
Night Nurse. Let's see here. So, okay, I think we lost Laura. So we got the Strange Tales, we got Night Nurse, we got Hulk 152. The right answer, in my opinion, in this one is the Batman number 3, just because of you see the Robin and Batman running towards the viewer in several different ways, but
with the Bob Kane, not Bob Kane cover,
I do love the Flash 123. I think that's an iconic cover that's been homaged a billion times. So
I would pick that too because it is the first appearance, the first kind of like Earth 1, Earth 2, like multi-dimensional, multi-world thing, which is a huge effect of DC Comics.
Yeah.
But just in honor of TiVo, I'd go with the Strange Tales 110. First Doctor Strange.
I think I'm Batman number 3. I think that book is so rare and important, and the iconography of the figures running towards you.
Yeah, that's definitely that had to have been used for the Batman 66 intro. Like it looks like that came right out of it, or they used that for it.
Almost to the end.
Getting there. Crack Comics, black and white. Todd McFarlane, Spawn number 1.
I've got that Spider-Man 27, but mine's in like poor condition.
This is a Near Mint Plus.
That's
apparently
interesting.
Another random Spider-Man book in Near Mint Plus. That first Gwen Stacy was that too. Again, like we talked about before, that's really hard to kind of come by. It's like, oh hey, here's a high-end book. Oh nope, it's not that high-end. I'm gonna send you back a crappier copy, kind of thing.
Yeah. There's a 9.8 for 630 from 1977.
That's
first John Byrne work on the X title. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the key on the Detective Comics?
First Harvey Bullock.
Bless you. So if you had $600, what would you spend it on this row?
First John Byrne. I had to go to first John Byrne.
That's a good one. I thought about it, but I like the Wonder Comics better. 1947.
That's rad.
Mm-hmm.
A bound cover too, or bondage cover.
Bondage cover, yeah, it's sexy.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go with the Turtles. I don't care. Oh, that's a third print. Never mind.
First Vision. What's the key on the
first Scooby-Doo?
No.
First Marvel appearance of Scooby-Doo.
Marvel Scooby-Doo. Okay. I really like that Delato version of Spider-Man. I think that's amazing. I think that's my pick.
I'm actually surprised you chose that. What are you going with, Gabe?
I'm gonna go with Cable. I have one, but this is such a cool cover. It's such a good book. $500. It's not too bad. I don't care about Vision. I mean, it's an iconic cover and everything. I don't care. But I like Cable.
I'm going with the
I'm between the Spider-Man and the first Vision. I don't like Cable as a character. Too many pockets for me. But it's
Todd McFarlane and Rob Liefeld teaming up on the cover. It's great. All right, so we got a really hard to find Transformers cover. First X-23. First Star Sapphire, right?
Yep.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
Silver Age Star Sapphire.
That's got to be First Dawn right there.
First Dawn. I love that Predator cover. That's dope. And first Clayface.
Predator.
This is Matt Hargan Clayface.
Okay, and the
Okay,
Predator one.
I'm assuming it was Matt Hargan. I forget which one it was.
First Predator and Predator. Is that what that is? What's
I'm
the key
looking
on
at Clayface.
Predator?
I love this 1961. It's old. Yeah, the movie or show's coming out soon. So
What's the key on the Predator? Is it the first Predator?
yeah,
Okay.
first Predator in comics.
I thought he appeared in a Dark Horse Comics Presents first, but
I think you're thinking maybe Aliens versus Predator.
I think first Clayface is the right one.
What do you got?
Agreed.
Laura? Agreed.
No, I'm with you guys. I was torn between that and NYX, but I think I would go Clayface if I had to pick.
All right, here's the end. Ooh, this is a tough choice.
Oh, and it's not tough at all, man. First Phoenix.
Yeah.
First Phoenix.
Phoenix is just a variation of Jean Grey. It's an important character arc, but that Spider-Man.
I mean, it's one of the most iconic Spider-Man covers. His first.
I know.
You never find it in good shape. Like that's a 3-0, but still. First Kingpin.
I'm going to go Top-Notch Comics.
Yeah, why not?
No,
I like this. I like the X-Men cover too because I like seeing Cyclops drown. There's all that water in his mouth.
I think Phoenix is a great character. I love the Phoenix. I love Phoenix stories. I love the cosmic origin and everything. But if I have $500 and I'm picking on this list, I'm probably going to spend it on the Spider-Man.
I'm with you.
Awesome. All right, next page. No, I'm kidding.
No.
We'll be here all night, guys. All right, that was what
I'm okay with that. Just keep looking at comics.
Yeah.
I honestly could.
My Excedrin is worn off, so I'm just like pulsing right now.
We went to get the collection, and this guy's wife, she's like, "You want to buy the comic books?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Why?" I really like them. And her husband's like, "Yeah, this is really difficult for me to sell these." And she's like, she totally didn't get it. It was pretty funny. But
That's
anyway.
what a stereotypical
the
wife
check?
situation.
Wait, what?
I was saying, what a stereotypical wife situation, right?
Yeah, she was like, just want them out. She's like, I just want them out of the house. I want to make this into a library. I'm like, so you're gonna put books in a room filled with books? Like, it didn't make any sense to me.
That
but
poor man. Were they just recently married or something?
they've been together for a while. He just got back from Japan, and he brought all of his collection with him. And yeah, she was like, get rid of it.
She was like, send it back to
Poor
Japan.
guy.
I wish it would landed in the water. Like
Yeah, he like poked me. He's like, "Are you real?" I'm like, "Yeah, I really actually dig this stuff." So, but anyway, guys, we will not be here next week. It is Thanksgiving, so no Shaker Show next Thursday. So you won't see us until the first week of December. I will say this really quickly before I do roundtable. Marty wasn't here tonight, so I sent him a little text because I am insanely grateful for that man. So Marty, if you're watching on the rewind, yeah, you're the best. You're just such a good energy, and I love having you on the show. So I'm thankful for you, Gabe. Same deal with you, man. Like, you were just such a good friend. I'm very, very grateful. I don't want to be super mushy, but you, Chris, you guys mean so much to me. So much to me. And like, my life is just so much better because you guys are in it. So I'm very thankful for both of you. And thanks for doing this with me every week. I appreciate it. I'm going to shut up. I'm getting mushy. Yeah. Chris, you're up.
First, Alex, thank you for the 2 super chats today. Appreciate you. And Laura and Gabe, I'm so grateful to be able to do this show with you guys every week. To be honest, I never got to meet Tebow. He and I talked very briefly back when I first created that bingo card for the show, and he was so excited about it, and passed away very shortly afterwards. And I really regret not building that sooner, because I'd been watching Lords of the Long Box for years, and always thought it would be cool to maybe one day be on the show, but I never had any thoughts or fantasy about it. And then, after he passed, you guys invited me to be on, and I'm so grateful for that, because this is so much fun, and I love hanging out with you guys every Thursday, and I really mean that from my heart. I love arguing with Gabe. I love that Gabe knows that he's wrong. And, I like mansplaining things to you, Laura. So there you go.
I appreciate it. It's great.
But really, I love this. I look forward to Thursday nights every day of the week. This is my favorite night. And not only because this is the night where new episodes of Critical Role gets put on Twitch, but it's also when I get to hang out with you guys and talk comics. So thank you so much. And everybody, if you can just, pour one out for the husband who had to sell his comics for Laura.
I know, but I got him now.
Put an F in the chat, and pour one out, and yeah. Hey, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Gabe, you're up.
Cool. Hey, I'm just glad everybody's here to listen to us talk about comic books. Like that's an honor and a privilege to have people who even care what we have to say about comic books.
Right.
So sit here and listen to us fumble over these scripts that I don't know about you guys, but I don't read them until they're on air. So sometimes things flub and things don't make sense and I lose words. But it's an honor and a privilege to just have people who are willing to watch us talk about comic books. And that's so great. I'm thankful for everybody's health on the show. It's been an up and down year. It's been an exciting year. It's a year of changes that we've had. And we've all rolled with the punches and adjusted to the changes and the happy things that came out of the changes. And it's getting late, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it there and move on with the night. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, guys. We are thankful for you. Be safe. Have a fantastic holiday. We'll see you the first week back in December.
Tri-tip is better than turkey.
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
For the entire crew, this is Tebow saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.